protocol standpoint, if anybody has any business and would like to actually get in on the think tank, the contact person is Brother Chris Shaw. Really appreciate what you've done today, Chris Shaw. I think actually LaVon, we spoke several months ago, and she actually wanted to be involved in the think tank as well as far as presenting. So LaVon, talk to Chris, and if you guys can work that out. But that's his official capacity. Also, I wanted to show Avis and Brother Anthony Smith some love. Avis is dropping a book. When? It's already dropped? It's already dropped. The title?
Welcome to Chase Shadows. It's a children's book.
Okay. Yeah, we had an opportunity to look at it. She's doing a lot of great stuff. Anthony Smith dropped a book entitled Soul Emergence. It's a great read. So there's a lot of positive things that are going on in the chamber right now. We're doing some great things, and we want to continue to do some great things. We've got the literacy piece with Brother Hardy can speak to it, but we're on the other side of where we were once upon a time. So, Ken, if you want to tell them where we are as far as the literacy piece.
What we've done, we've got a small certificate that pulled from the chamber, and what we've actually done is had a meeting with our school superintendent, Dr. Moody. We've met twice with the county commissioners and discussed our business model and our business plan. We've got a great board of directors that include Ms. Woods, Anthony, Chris, Dr. Williams. If I'm forgetting anybody, I apologize, but we've got a seated board. We've got a great business model. The county commissioners have actually unanimously voted twice to give us support and space in the former Salisbury Mall, the West End Plaza. This is lease free for 3 years because they were really impressed with our business plan. What we're also looking at doing is really impacting the literacy level for 3rd through 5th graders here in Rowan County. So as this continues to grow, you'll hear more about it. But we've got just a dynamic group of educators that are involved. Kelly Derrick Watkins is one, Kim Shropshire, and then you've got kind of the hands, Nick Means, Chris, Anthony, and myself are kind of giving them the support that they need. But again, what we're trying to do is attack the literacy problem between those critical ages of 3rd through 5th grade. We're also proposing to have a summer program for 2nd graders, rising 3rd graders, and then we've got some really big plans. We are looking at maybe taking a mobile computer lab down to some of our lower income areas that don't have the computers or the internet access. But right now we're looking at moving into the space in September. We're looking at sending out volunteer applications November and December, and then on January 12th, we propose to be up and going with this particular program. So we're going to work with the school system. We're going to work with some other programs that already exist. We've had some great conversations with Karen Alexander, who's on our city council, and she has a literacy program. So we're going to partner to make sure that we're mirroring and actually doing what the school system is doing. We've got a lot of people that are willing to give us assistance as far as resources and different things. So you'll see more of that coming about. And it's like Chris said, we want the chamber to be more than just a dialogue type space. So if you have initiatives or you have things that you feel like would impact the community as a whole, just like these think tanks, let's bring it before the greater collective and let's get this out. One of the things that I'm going to steal from Avis and steal from Anthony just a bit, we're talking about having a cultural renaissance in the Black community. And what that means is we're talking about changing the mindset. When we had our 2 successful Miller-Rec sessions, one of the things that we're trying to move away from is pointing fingers at who's not doing what or trying to prove who's this or who's that. That's old school. What we're trying to do is move forward and say, how can we take a whole demographic, a whole collective, a whole culture, and heal the mindset that what we've been used to. So when we do things like the think tank today, we do things like the literacy program, we do things like Miller-Rec, what we're trying to do is, again, have that cultural awakening. Anthony's got something that he's working with one of the local ministers, and I can't, is it Allman? Carol Allman. We're talking about doing a spoken word session, you know, for the kids. And so what we're just those old things that we used to do, that old mindset that we used to have, we're doing away with that. Again, that cultural renaissance is what we're all about now. So get on board, as Chris says a lot of times, the train's leaving the station, so if you're not on it, we're going to move ahead without it.
And also, just to add, we will, in order to fund some of this stuff that we're trying to do, we've got a lot of support, but, you know, we want to do some special things for children as well. So in able to fund some of these things, we're going to do some fundraising. So it's not going to be the traditional old 1970, 75 fish fry in the black pot, which I like that. I like that. But the thing is, we have to evolve, you know, the 21st century with these new and innovative types of fundraisers. So I've got my event planner over here, Ms. Dr. Yolanda Meade Bird, and we're trying to launch this black tie affair around the Christmas time, around the holiday. So we want to be able to walk into a place, walk down the red carpet, you know, like Miss Ellen, you know, she has on her nice attire when I've seen her over at the Christ reunion. You know, we want to be able to do those types of things instead of, you know, frying fish and making $50 and going home. We want to be able to, you know, $50 plates, you know, the live band playing up there and that kind of, because we deserve to do those things. Right. You know, we deserve to be a part of those things. So when you see these things down the road, we start putting this stuff out there, be supportive. Because we've got a lot of ridicule, man, from even our own folk about this literacy piece, which I don't have, I can't understand. But like my grandmother said, maybe it ain't for you to understand. So, but at any rate, Brother Sharp, I really appreciate it, man. I'll let you close it out, just your deal, do your thing.
Okay, I've enjoyed this. Now, Ms. Gray, again, I can call on you to say a prayer. All hearts and minds as clear as they used to say at my church.
Let us pray. Father God, we thank you for life after strength. Thank you for who you are because you're all in all. Lord, we thank you for this think tank that we had today. Thank you for everyone who has come out. Thank you for everyone who's under the sound of my voice. Lord, we thank you for all the gifts that you have given everyone that's in this room. Lord, we just thank you for everything. We ask that you go with us through the work week. And just remember us all. In your name we pray. Amen.
And those handouts, just for the record, we didn't bring them here and leave them here. Take them with you.